Now you guys have DeAndre Yedlin. If you have a question, please raise your hand. We'll get started with Franco Panizo.
Thank you, Michael. Hey, DeAndre. Congrats on the win. I mean, there's plenty to ask you, of course, from your return to Seattle to the victory itself. I'll start with the victory. Very collective effort from the group, grinding it out there. Maybe it wasn't the prettiest, but you guys definitely didn't give up a whole lot, either defensively. I told Phil I thought it was a masterclass defensively. Just your thoughts on the game and the defensive effort that you guys put forth to not give up much of anything against the Seattle team that was shorthanded, but brought on their bigger players later on.
Yeah, no, I think it was huge, and I think this win was a really big one for us. I think, in this league especially, you have to be able to grind out those kind of wins, especially away from home. And, with this young group, it's important that they know that we can do that. You know what I mean? And now we've done it, in a really hard place to play against a good team. So now we have that confidence to know that we can grind out those wins and, we can defend well when we need to. And also on the ball, I thought we were quite good as well. There was obviously sometimes we were a little bit sloppy, but I thought there's some really good moments also. So like you said, it wasn't the prettiest, but at the end of the day, when you play away from home against a good team like Seattle, it's not always going to be pretty. So I was really, really proud of the team and just the way that we fought.
Next, we'll go to Michelle Kaufman and then Jose Rodriguez.
DeAndre, congratulations again. I'm sure it was a fun weekend for you in every way. Can you just sort of describe what it was like toward the end there when, they had their top players came in and it was kind of like a barrage of activity and flurry in the box. And, I think like 18 or 20 shots altogether. And, your team just continued to find ways to clear the ball, clear crosses, everything. It was very chaotic. And yet you guys were able to hold firm. What was it like in there in that moment? And what did it say about your team that you were able to do that?
Yeah, I mean, it's never nice being in those moments. And obviously, I've played enough games to know that when you're up, especially 1-0, and there's not much time left, that usually is the case where, there's just tons of shots and it's chaos in your own box. But again, like I said before, I was really proud of the team of just the way we fought defensively. I think, before probably the beginning of the season, we would have given up a late goal there and, let ourselves down. But, we all fought together. There's 11 guys fighting together. And it showed, you know what I mean? Like we really grinded out a good win against a really good team. So, like I said before, just really proud of the group. And I think it was well deserved.
Can I ask just one follow-up? Can you talk about the assist? Can you talk us through? I mean, you had pushed way up on that play. You were in a great position at that point to get the ball from Leo. Can you just kind of talk us through that goal from your vantage point?
Yeah, I don't remember exactly how it got to Leo, but I just remember seeing that I was on their back line, and I saw that Leo saw me. So he played a great pass into space, and then I just picked my head up. I didn't actually see anybody in like a perfect spot, so I just tried to put it in a space. And we had talked all week about getting into certain zones on crosses, and Robbie got into a great area and finished it. I think it was a good goal. It was a goal, that obviously helped us win the game. And then defensively, we held it down. So, it was good.
Thank you.
Thanks, Michael. DeAndre, when you saw the lineup, was there a sense of, okay, there are missing some key players. This is an opportunity for us to get 3 points. Or is that something that you expected already for them to rotate players, knowing that they have big games coming up internationally? Can you take us through that thought process from you as a player when you see the lineup and you know that team? So big players are out. They will be available in the second half, but first half you guys had a chance to be aggressive.
Yeah, when we saw the lineup, it didn't really matter. It's just we knew we had to play our game. You know what I'm saying? It's we try to play our game and make other teams play to us. Obviously, they have some really dangerous players on the bench, and we knew that. But at the end of the day, we're playing against 11 players that are on the field. So I don't think it was a matter of, now we can do this or now we can do that. It's, you know, we're going to do this anyways before the game. That was the plan before the game anyway. So, yeah, it was just a matter of just trying to go out and get 3 points against whoever we're playing. You know what I mean? It wasn't it's not like we looked at it and said, oh, now we can win, or, you know, now we have a chance. No, not at all. You know, they're a great team and they have great depth, and they showed that because they competed. But, you know, at the end of the day, we got the win, and it doesn't really matter who's on the field at that point. We got 3 points, and we're happy with that.
Next, we'll go to Austin Robillard and then back to Franco.
Yeah, congrats on the win, DeAndre. In training this week, you talked about, you know, trying to keep Seattle wide. I want to know how well you guys think you executed that defensively, and also if you could just speak on this partnership that we've seen from Damian Lowe and Mabika at the back, and how much trust you have in them, and how much trust do they give you to be able to go forward and make plays and get a game-winning assist like you did today?
Yeah, I thought we did pretty well. You know, I think there was a few moments where they split us in the middle. But I think for the most part, you know, we kept, especially towards the end of the game, when it does get really chaotic and it's easy to get pulled apart a little bit, just because there is so much chaos. I think we did really well keeping a compact shape, you know, defending the middle and getting them wide. And at the end of the day, obviously, you know, they have dangerous players, so they're going to be dangerous anywhere they are, but we'd rather have them wide than in the middle. So I think we did pretty well at that. And then obviously with Mabika and Damian, they've done great together, and it's important that, you know, they continue to play, continue to build that chemistry together, because they're going to be really important for us. You know, with Mabika coming in, you know, obviously he adds the height and just the confidence to the team that he's going to win everything in the air, which is huge, both offensively and defensively. And then Damian, he's an experienced player. You know what I mean? He's a general at the back. You know, he commands. You know, he talks a lot, which is huge. Is what we need with a younger team. So you know, they both did great, and you know, really happy with their partnership.
Franco.
DeAndre, we can't let you go without asking you about your return to Seattle once again. I know you've gotten that question quite a bit, even on the TV broadcast, but just what was this experience like back in Seattle for a game? I saw you signing some autographs beforehand. Obviously, you guys get the win. You guys walked around Seattle. You were in Miami colors this time, though. So just what was the overall experience like for you on this trip?
Yeah, it's amazing, man. It was amazing. And it's not just obviously because of the win, but I got to see family, you know, that I haven't seen in quite a long time, and they got to see me play, and they haven't seen me play in quite a long time live. You know, it's obviously the first time my daughter's been in Seattle, which is amazing as well. And yeah, just you know, being back in the stadium and seeing the fans that showed me so much love throughout my career, you know, it was great. It was great, just, you know, just walking around town. So obviously the win is kind of the cherry on top, but you know, even if there wasn't a win, it would have been a great trip, just because, you know, on the life side of things, not the soccer sort of things, that I got to do a lot of things that I wanted to. So I was really happy with it.
And you got the game-winning assist. If I could ask a quick little,
and that helps as well.
If I could ask you a quick little follow-up, we saw you with the design was fresh today in the back. I don't know if you can share anything with regards to that. I saw you wearing a hat that said Avery. It might have design there on the back, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if you're ready to share, but I wanted to ask before we let you go.
Yeah, you might be onto something. I can't share anything yet, but you might be onto something.
Awesome. Thank you all for joining us. We'll see you again next week ahead of our U.S. Open Cup match on Tuesday. Thank you.